I hope he's not thinking of coming in here.
What on earth could he want with us?
Unless he's a VAT inspector.
With a plastic bag?
Oh, my God.
Good morning. I have phoned a few weeks ago, actually, Bullman. I'm sure you remember.
No. What can we do for you?
We don't by any chance sell the occasional gents suiting in here, do we?
No. We do not sell suits.
Well, you got me beat, Squire. What is it then? Spot a shimmy round the back shop or 3 working girls on divans upstairs? Say in 3 different rooms. One a Bedou tent, one a Rodin dormitory, and, let's think, one a complete replica of the Eton Sanatorium. Whack, whack. Or maybe it's movies. A big market these days.
We make suits. We do not sell suits. We create suitings for our clients in the sense that a person like yourself cannot just walk in off the street and buy one off the peg.
No. Sorry. My mistake. It's just that, well, in my line of country, and I've investigated many places, many people, many things, but this is the first time I've been in such a beg your pardon, such a...
Exclusive?
Yeah, exclusive establishment.
And now that you're here,
I'd like to buy a suit.
day wear, evening formal, evening casual, country, tie in, city, or professional.
Yes, something like that.
Tweed,
fine.
worsted, west of England, or Harris flannel.
First, how much?
Depending on material, say, £400.
Yeah, that's what I thought. Nothing for nothing, as my old dad used to say. Now, the most he ever paid for a suit was £5 in Rangoon.
I'm surprised at you, Loco. Never thought Oscar Wilde was very much in your line.
Well, you don't know everything, son. And I'm just a basket of surprises.
Is this your first dig into Oscar Wilde?
Are you kidding? Oh, to be in England now that April's there. Well, I guess I'll never know that England, even if I live in the goddamn place to be 106.
That wasn't Oscar Wilde you quoted. That was Rupert...
Ah, Prega. Show your face, s'il vous plaît.
How come you use all this Italian and French stuff? Being...
Black? My grandfather was Italian, and my mother from Martinique. We live in a multiracial society, and I am your true and illegal representative.
You're very chirpy for a man with another 5 years stir.
Well, I sure hope I stay long enough to get to page 8.
Don't get hurt, Loco. You're okay.
Yeah. And, up yours too, big fancier.
Funny lot, aren't they?
Well. And what do we have here?
Well, it's not the president of the Enid Blyton fan club, that's for sure. I thought we were supposed to have somebody with him.
Be patient.
Jesus, it's Bugsy Malone.
Henry Vincent Van Gogh Hodges.
Should have been christened Toulouse. What's his form?
Oh, a naughty monkey. Some villains do it for the wife's breast uplift and a few weeks in Marbella between porridge. He does it for fun.
Probably makes him feel big.
The question is, why is he here? Blue Moon for Uncle Remus. Message over.
Hodge and the outfit have arrived at location 9. Gone inside.
Tell them to wait till Bill and Ernie arrive to cover the outside. Then slope into the cafe and suss out the rabbit, but no showing out, all right?
Right, sir. Uncle Remus, mobile November 22, is heading for your location.
Shoulder seam to cuff.
Shoulder seam to cuff.
24.
24.
Oh, and the cap.
One
Can I
moment,
have
sir.
a-
There's a slight deformity of the upper left back. A little padding here, I think, Gilbert.
Padding.
Deformity?
Maybe a disturbance of the muscle, sir. Some of our more athletic clients do find these imbalances with the onset of middle age.
No. The muscle, eh?
Perhaps an accident of some kind.
Polo, perhaps?
Or winter skiing, plasters.
I was shot.
Ah, a military man.
Korea, the Oman, a terrorist perhaps?
Prestwich. South London villain, name of Johnny Carmos.
They'll probably clam up as soon as we sit down. Little Vincent has a nose for the filth. Besides, the cafe inside isn't a private sort of place.
Why, have you been here before?
Yeah. Yeah, about a year ago. Just over.
Here they are.
Well, I'll go. You're making some noise for the head screw, eh?
That's right.
Why don't make something really ugly, like the governor's missus?
Say what they like, the hang 'em and flog 'em brigade, Tom. Can't keep a man behind bars 9 to 12 years without him going...
Stir crazy?
Like James Cagney, yes. Unless you alleviate his incarceration in some way. Don't you agree?
Indeed. Take him, for instance. Big black chap.
Edwin Luther Parmini.
Never remember his damn name.
I should rectify that, Tom. It's a serious failing in one aspiring to, governorship.
I'm not after your job.
Of any penal establishment. Confidential reports are coming up soon.
Loco Parmini, I know all about him. 14 years manslaughter. Incurred during an ambush by flying squad. Parmini's mob trying to blag an armored truck.
I thought you said you didn't know his name.
The Parmini bit. It's not black ethnic, is it? Privately, I call him Loco Parentis.
So you have been taking an interest?
At best, he's got another 4 years. So I've been practicing, Governor, what you preach.
Glad to hear it.
He's making these delightful plasticine models. Incredible detail. And etching. He's working on quite a tolerable steel plate just now.
Rehabilitation, you see? My God, if only we could find an academic. Our very own McVicker.
So much for cocking the old ear, eh?
Without this, a fulcrum is helpless, and in French provides a young, long-eared bouncer.
How many letters?
7.
Lever it.
What?
Lever it. 7 letters. A fulcrum needs a lever, the French for hand is et, and a young bouncer is a young hare, which makes leveret.
Oh, clever boy. They're leaving.
Over to Bill and Ernie.
Couldn't you do that in the bathroom?
I got something stuck in my teeth at dinner last night.
You know you're disgusting. I don't suppose you'll be back tonight either.
I took the morning off. Oh, there it is, look. Bit of steak.
Jack, that really is too much.
I took the morning off so I could be with you.
So that I could inspect the detritus of your bloody Masonic dinner with the assistant commissioners.
Not a Masonic dinner. Oh, look, it's bleeding.
Do you know, sometimes I wonder if you're all perverts. Seriously, I do.
What, picking our teeth?
Dinners with the lads, drinks with the boys, down the squash club with the young detectives. It's not exactly heterosexual, is it?
Oh, come on, let's have the whole spiel, eh? Christ, I wish I'd gone to work at 8.
Yes, I bet you do. But for the hungover condition you must be in.
Oh, come on, we only had a couple of drinks.
Not on a tea towel.
Hey, Doc. You're all right, you know, putting up with the likes of me.
Leave me, Jack. I'm getting awfully tired of it.
Oh, darling Sherry, I love only you. Guess it's for Jack.
Why don't you grow up?
thought you'd be pleased. I'm doing well at the job, you know.
I hate the bloody job. I'm sorry.
Hey, I'm sorry. I was only saying to George the other day, he's lucky he's not married.
Thanks a bundle.
No, I don't mean it like that. I know the wives have a hard time. Some of the senior officers are talking about organising a few social functions so you can get, more involved.
I can't stand most of the other wives. Everybody's always on the make, sucking up to the commissioner's wife, ganging up on anybody with a complaint outstanding.
Maybe you shouldn't have married a copper.
Yes, well, I did. And I'm sorry. I'm a bitch.
That you're not.
How's your head?
I took some vitamin C tablets.
Good. Jack, will you come to the school and give a talk to the 5th and 6th forms?
What about?
Police and society?
The police are part of society, Claire.
Good. Well, will you come and explain that?
Sure.
Thursday, 10 o'clock?
I'll have to check my diary.
Well, I don't mind. Any morning that suits.
Well, mornings are a bit difficult.
Yes. So they are.
I really think we might make something of Loco. Not a keen intellect, but single-minded.
And diverse. Plasticine modelling, steel engraving.
Indeed. He requested permission to take the steel plates back to his cell. Likes to work on them in solitude.
Well, he should be used to that. Plus literature.
And he's joined the cooking class. Well, nothing elaborate, but keen as mustard. Actually wanted to do some of that work in his cell too, but I had to draw the line. Oh, yeah. He's caught nicking a couple of pounds of sugar, some salt, and...
Tom. You haven't let this black hoodlum loose on the prison allotment recently.
Oh, no. Only the trustees, Governor. They use weak at it, you see.
I rather think the dark grey.
Are you in pain, sir?
No, it's just my knee. Can I use your phone?
There they are. There. Thought we'd lost them.
Lucky for us. Singer would have us off the squad, mate, if they pulled a strike on us.
Close up a bit.
No, we're okay. We don't want them to sass us for advantage. Christ, we've got a live one!
You're out of condition, Loco.
You've got cut benefits.
Yeah, ever since we stopped for a wet.
Oh, so far, so good. I reckon that's our filth.
If it is, they're right out of luck.
Target is assisting escaping prisoner near Ledworth Maximum Security, Nick, sir. Bill and Ernie moving to stop and apprehend.
Where's their backup?
DS Willis and Vanessa. They left the transport cafe a few minutes after the others.
Well, they shouldn't try it on their own. Tell Bill and Ernie to follow with caution, but no move without backup.
Uncle Remus for November 2-2. Uncle Remus for November 2-2.
I've never been a footprints man myself.
I once got a geezer by his actual footprint, though.
Barefoot?
Yeah. Also, he was one-legged. Oh, excuse me. Here's my governor. Right there. What's the score? Feels quite bad. Shotgun wound and glass fragments, right shoulder and face. They're operating now.
And Ernie?
Just been on to the blood factory. He took a shotgun blast direct to his left leg. They'll know in an hour whether they have to amputate or not.
What a bleeding mess. Has Elsie been told?
Eh?
Right then. See if you can get hold of the boss. Get him to pick up D.C. Tonkin's wife, Elsie, from the Lucas Street Nursery School. She'll still be there.
And take her straight to the hospital.
Yeah, I did right.
How about Ernie, Skipper? He's got a married sister someplace.
Yeah, but they don't get on. Right, Dave?
Doing it now.
Well, at least we've got plenty of bleeding evidence.
Gov?
Yeah?
We only have one firm ID.
Huh? Who's that?
The black guy. Big bloke with a scar on his face.
Oh, yeah. The escapee. Name of...
Hey, pal. What was the name of the sooty?
Parmini. Edwin Luther.
Now, that is not good news.
Gov?
We've got a blood feud on our hands.
Bodyguard my Aunt Fanny. Are you going senile, George? Look, you get my score down that M6 and enter my office by 6 o'clock. Also, I'm putting out an APB on the diminutive Hodges and that thug Hawkins. And anyway, George, the entire constabularies of this sceptred isle are even now hunting down local Parmeni, so let's get a sense of perspective here, huh? Solve some crime. Oh, listen. I want you to send Vanessa Bennett to meet Elsie and take her to Bill's bedside. I want statements, most immediate. Okay, good man. Loco Parmini, are you calling me out?
Well, how do I look?
That admiral that wrote to the Times would be proud of you.
Too good, eh? Well, how about that?
All you blokes look the same to me.
Yeah. With me, it's midgets. Look, I sure appreciate this.
Hey, anything. You know it. We had a few laughs in Parkhurst.
Right, I did.
And you know anything that hurts the filth. Keep 'em on the run, I always say.
Are you sure they can't pin this pickup on you?
Oh, they'll know it was me, Loco. They'll never prove it.
And you like that much heat, huh?
For some, it's cocaine. For little me, pal, it's adrenaline.
Well, you sure helped me throw on that gauntlet.
You think your favorite cop will rise to the bait?
If I know my Lambie, he'll be after me like a rhino.
That's you.
Ciao. E mille grazie. A bientôt, cher ami.
Thanks, Lydia.
Henry Vincent Van Gogh Hodges. And that is his kosher moniker. I tell you no lie. There he is. All 4 feet 9 inches of him. He could walk under that table with a top hat on, but he's big trouble. All right. Hey, calm down, kiddies. There is bugger. Is Arthur Bernard Hopkins, alias the gentleman's outfitter.
We reckon he was wheelman on the Ledworth prison job today, and the subsequent shooting.
Timed 11:29, the escape.
And 11:34, the shooting.
Edwin Luther Parmini, also known as Loco. 6'1", the Army Judo champion, middleweight, 1971. He's done 5 years of a 14-year stretch for manslaughter and armed robbery.
He killed one of his own gang trying to escape from an ambush set up by C8. He ran the fellow over with a Nick Flying Squad Jaguar.
And the victim died a week later.
One of the gang, Gov.
It was his brother.
Weren't you in the squad at that time, Gov?
I set up the ambush.
And made the arrest.
Rammed the bugger's car.
The squad car?
Aye, it's a right cock-up.
So he might consider that you, Gov, are responsible for the death of his kid brother. Seeing as the, you ramming the stolen motor,
I'm sure he's got more on his mind right now. God, I feel awful. Is there any whiskey in the building?
I'll see what I can do. Oh, Miss Godfrey has some Pernod.
Pernod?
She says it helps her migraine.
My God, the woman's obviously a lush.
Morris Utrello V.
Another suspect?
Another Pernod, Diplo. The V stood for Valadon. His mother, Suzanne Valadon, was painter, part-time, harlot, part of the other time. She registered the gifted little bastard as Morris Utrello.
The painter?
The talented post-impressionist. She kept him locked in a Paris attic with paint, easel, and copious supplies of Pernod.
But surely this is a matter for the French police.
Years ago, Jack, years ago. But it's all to do with Pernod, you see.
Which brings us back to Miss Godfrey, your communications expert.
Great artist, Utrello.
Hey, George. This is gonna delight you. At 10:37 a.m. yesterday, i.e. before said prison breakout and before our 2 injured officers were shot in pursuit of a white Mercedes, registration number 51VVG, and Mr. Henry VVG Hodges of Cherry Tree Cottage, Oldstock, Daventry, Northamptonshire, telephoned Birmingham Police Headquarters to report that he'd had his car stolen a full half hour before the main incident occurred.
He'll never get away with that.
Ask the DPP about the chances for a 51% conviction.
Yeah. How's Ernie's leg?
That's in a black plastic bag on its way either to the incinerator or the anatomy class. Lydia, ask Miss Godfrey for a loan of her Pernod.
Hello? Oh, hello, Alison. Yes, that'll be fine. Well, we could go over them one day in the school. Well, at lunchtime, yeah. No, I'm sorry, I can't. As a matter of fact, Jack's supposed to be coming over. He's giving a talk to the sixth form about police and society. Yes, well, the least I can do is have a bite with him afterwards. Maybe you'd like to join us? Oh. Yep, Friday will be fine. Okay. Bye-bye.
Well, it sure isn't the Ku Klux Klan.
Don't worry, yeah? First door on the left.
Thank you.
Are you the police lady?
Yes. How is he?
Very lucky. He will retain the sight of his left eye.
So how long did you lose them for?
About 3 or 4 minutes. Funnily enough, I was so relieved to see that ruddy murk,
Yeah.
not knowing what was in store.
The tape's running. Just keep going.
Murk slows, rear near side opens, black bugger throws himself in. We got a live one, says Ernie. Lost a bloody leg, did you hear?
Yes.
Chased the Murk, kept right on him. Then round that corner. Dead end on the canal. Murk stops. We stopped. Motor sort of slews across, presenting yours truly. Doors in Murk open. One door. As I get out, pulling shooter.
Should have pulled it sooner.
Yeah, you're telling me. This
Take your time.
This big buck gets out, holding shotgun, pump action. I raised the weapon, mine, in my right hand. I tell you, doll, I meant to plug the bastard. Sorry, that's it.
Vincent Van Gogh Hodges is repaired to his country cottage. Working in his garden half an hour ago. Evil little finger.
Surely we can at least knock him off on suspicion or conspiracy or something, Skipper.
The boss wants a word of that case. Little Vincent has a sickening habit of walking out of nicks and putting 2 fingers up to blind justice.
How did we get onto him in the first place?
Just now. It's out of mine. Mr. Acey says it'd be a good idea if you kept discreet oboe on Little Vincent and the Gents Outfitter next Tuesday, Harry's Caff, just off the M6 at Walsall.
Neither Bill Tompkins nor Ernie can swear that Hodges or the Gents Outfitters was in that Mercedes when they got had over and malleted at Jutland Wharf. So we're buggered, aren't we?
Oh, Mr. Bullman, sir.
Yes, did you there?
The gents' outfitter's on the phone.
The Gent... Ah, bliss be in thy summer morning highest rays that light should into dark and sere penumbral caverns ease.
Browning?
Bullman. What line, my dear?
He just left a message, sir.
A message, did you?
Yes, sir. He said, your first fitting will be ready Monday week and has not forgotten the ticket pocket or the raised seams.
Doesn't mean anything to you, George?
Yeah. Yeah. Well, thanks, dear. That's fine. That's fine. What are you lot staring at?
Did you have to shoot those 2 men?
Yeah.
What now?
Now we wait for your ever-loving to come home.
Why? He's already out to catch you.
And my number 1 aim, Mrs. Detective Chief Superintendent Archibald John Lambie, is that he should.
With what in mind?
One Monday morning 6 years ago, me and a few mates commenced our morning's work. An armored truck that we'd rammed front and rear, maced the crew and got to work with the old chainsaw. When pop! Out springs a flying squad. Biff, bang, wallop. Quite a ruck.
Yes, I remember. Jack was very upset.
Poor old Jack. So what happened next, Madam L, is that I dragged this copper from behind the wheel of a flying squad, Jack. My brother John comes running across the street. I strove to avoid him. Then your heroic husband rams me side on with a Rover 3000. I spread my brother out across the street like so much bone and offal. Then your main man charges me with manslaughter. Jesus. My mother was a nice, simple lady, Mrs. L. She died believing I'd kill her youngest son. And you ask me what I have in mind? Come on, lady. We know what I have in mind.
Governor's been called to a conference at the Home Office.
I bet he has.
To tell you the truth, I can't help feeling he has tended to put rehabilitation before...
Incarceration?
In a word.
Oscar Wilde, you say?
The complete works of...
The little tint of blue that prisoners call the sky.
Sorry?
Ballad of Reading Jail.
Oh.
Now, this trustee, John...
Jackson.
Who signed out the explosive works of dear old Oscar.
I'm sure he had...
I understand he also works in the prison allotment.
Indeed.
The book was hollowed out. The explosive mix was sugar, salt, and weed killer.
Would you like to interview Jackson?
Oh, just a few moments of his time. Right. You little runt. Start spouting like a bleeding nightingale. Or every hoodlum in this monkey house will know about 6-year-old Alison West, her younger sister Sally, and precisely why you dross, are spending 11 years as a guest of Her Majesty. I might just persuade the Vice Squad to release some of your kiddie porn to leave hanging around the slammer. Your perverted mug comes out real clear, I'm told. And Alison, still seeing the psychiatrist, twice a week. They think you're in here for a National Front bookkeeping fraud, don't they?
You're joking me, sir.
Yes.
I can understand your anger, sir, but I am a different man now.
Hallelujah. 10 seconds.
Sir?
10 seconds before I leave this room and start spreading the poison. Hot cocoa would be the least of your troubles, my old son.
You do it. I can't believe that, sir.
You know, I'm really tempted to commit a felony, i.e. to bust you right in the mouth. But that would only land me in it. Wouldn't it?
I could say I fell, sir. Hit my head on the table.
Time's up.
It was a snout.
I'm listening.
A snout, Loco said. He had 2 mates on the outside that could put the screws on a snout.
For why?
To tip off a Met squad run by somebody called Lamb.
Go on.
Well, apparently this Lamb person, Loco's brother was killed. It was a terrible tragedy.
Facts, pervert. Just facts.
Well, this snout was to tip off Lamb squad, D23, to follow a certain motor.
What make?
Loco didn't say. It was going to pick him up the morning he went through the wall.
Why did he want the old bill hanging around?
Well, not just any old bill, sir. Lamb squad. Lambie. That was it. Lambie. The whole idea was for Loco to confront this man Lambie.
Motive, revenge for dead brother.
Exactly, sir. Sir.
Yeah?
You won't.
If you've been kosher, I'll keep my word.
God bless you, sir.
I wouldn't have your job, mate. Not for a degree in necromancy.
Come in. Miss Godfrey says somebody's nicked her Perno.
Oh? The tartan terror doesn't allow alcohol in the building. Tell her to stick to Valium like everybody else.
West Mercia job have found the Merc, burnt out in a quarry. Their own forensic are up to here with that quadruple murder in the old folks' home.
All right, we'll send somebody up. Thanks. Oh, hell. Claire. I was supposed to give a talk at her school. I'll have to cancel it now. Lydia, have an outside line, please. Hello, can I speak to Mrs. Lambie, please? She's not. No, she was fine this morning. You have? All right, then, thank you. That's funny.
Go.
Claire didn't go to school today. They rung the house a couple of times. There's no reply.
Maybe she's playing truant. Dental appointment.
Not like her.
Breakthrough. George has broken down the bloke at Ledworth, Jug, who helped Loco Palmini to escape supply of the weed killer. Apparently that snout who told us to follow the Mercedes was also working for Loco.
So they wanted us to follow the getaway car. They wanted officers from this squad to be lured into that shootout at Jutland Wharf.
But why do that? Is the guy...
To ensure, Derry, to absolutely ensure that it will be Jack Lambie and nobody else who'd be leading the hunt for him.
His kid brother.
And what else do you think he could do to be sure of your personal attention?
Only one more thing. I hope to God I'm wrong. No notes, no phone threats. Doesn't make sense.
Are you all right, Gov?
In the office of Constable, my son, you draw your warrant card, take a deep breath, because the job is full of grief.
Gov, this is more than the job.
What are you saying? I'm too personally involved to run this thing. What do you want to do? Go through procedure, get somebody more disinterested to get Claire back?
I'm sorry, Gov. I was out of line. What do you want us to do?
1. Concentric circles 10 miles from here, working in. The same thing working out. I want them to check every shed, lock-up, culvert. That's in case there's a body involved, okay?
Right, sir.
2. All units alert on a mini-metro, stone-coloured
Well,
bridge.
that's already done, Gov.
Right, good man. Now, get in touch with the media. Ask them to play ball. I want them to keep absolutely stum.
Which means bringing in the responsible ones completely into the picture.
Yes. See to that, Vanessa.
Right, sir.
Yeah. Now, Van Gogh. I want him kept under constant surveillance. I want his mail opened, his phone tapped, just in case Loco tries to get in touch with him again.
Right.
Oh, here, listen. Photos of Claire nationwide, and man that phone.
Will do, because he's bound to try and reach you.
Well, he's done that anyway.
Hello, Mr. Singer. Nothing new, I'm sad to say.
That last little whisper, Algie.
What one was that?
I'll reference little Vincent the painter and the gents outfitter, Arthur Hopkins.
Oh, yeah?
Got a little something for you on that one.
That's very handsome of you. Always glad to be of help, you know that.
Yeah, about 5 years for aiding and abetting, conspiracy to maliciously wound, to assisting a prisoner in escaping from lawful detention, and to kidnap.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Fine. You're nicked.
I've been around too long. You can't frighten Algie Cap that easy. I know my rights.
Algernon Robert Cap, I must warn you that anything you say
What's the beef? Give us a break, will you?
We've got Vincent and the outfitter in custody, Archie. They're both pointing the finger at you.
Me?
Well, they're coughing to ease the lagging. They've said that it was them that put you up to giving me that tip, referenced the Mercedes. They reckon it was you driving the motor when Loco went over the wall.
What, Major? I can't drive, Mr. Singer. Look, on my wife's grave, all I did was make one lousy phone call.
Ah, I can't buy that.
It's the truth. One lousy phone call. Pretending I was Henry Vincent Van Gogh Hodges of Cherry Tree Cottage. And how my Mercedes had been nicked while me and my oppo was having a leak.
So it was you who made that call?
On my oath. It's the beginning and the end of it.
Who burnt the car?
The outfitter.
Cuff him, Bert.
I'm a dead if they know I coughed.
I'll raise Bullman. I've got good news for him.
My, what a lot of attention. This is about my stolen car, I take it.
Yeah. I understand you have a witness. It was with you, sir, when the vehicle was, taken and driven away.
Indeed.
Is he, can he be contacted?
He's here in the house just now.
Ah. Then I'll need his statement, too.
Of course. Will you come in, Sergeant?
It's Detective Chief Inspector, actually.
My, what a lot of attention. You're certainly taking a keen interest in my Mercedes.
Oh, no doubt you heard on telly, sir, that a dangerous prisoner had escaped from Ludworth Maximum Security Prison.
Yes, I did see that.
And that 2 police officers were shot, wounded, 1 lost a leg.
It's terrible, but what?
Well, you see, it was your vehicle, sir, that was used in the getaway and the subsequent shooting.
This is awful. Have you any idea?
Oh, yeah. Yeah. We know who did it.
Ah. Can you prove it?
Beyond reasonable doubt, sir.
Here, what are those men doing crossing my garden?
They're going into your house, sir, to arrest your companion, accomplice, I should say. Come here!
By God, you'll regret this, pal.
By God, I'm enjoying every minute of it.
Gov?
Yeah, all right, Willis. You can assist in the arrest of Arthur Bernard Hopkins.
Thanks, Gov.
Right, Squire. You are bleeding nicked.
On what charge?
Hands on head. There's a good little villain.
Halt! I'm a police officer! Oh!
All right, Arthur. Stop this nonsense and drop the bleeding shooter, or I'll blast your eyes out where you stand.
Right, face down on the grass, Arthur. Know the score. Spread arms and legs. Hands behind your back, Arthur. Remember when we started, Arthur? You blokes only used shooters on each other and the Corsican gang. Us blokes stuck to battens and boots with steel tips. What went wrong? Progress.
So this bloke, he says the other bloke, what do you keep on calling him donkey for? And he said,
He always calls me that.
You heard it.
He told me.
Oh, Mr. Bullman, sir?
Yes.
A phone message for you.
Ah, Lydia. Lydia, oh, Lydia. Have you met Lydia? Lydia, the tattooed lady. You haven't got any tattoos anywhere, have you? Problems, Dave?
Check the hangman, George. He's disappeared.
What do you mean, disappeared?
I thought he was taking Claire's kidnapping very well. AC Crime asked me if I thought Jack should continue with the inquiry.
To which you replied an emphatic yes.
To which I said I knew he was under some stress, but as far as I knew, he'd never let it interfere with his judgment or ability.
Well, then what?
I don't know, he's been moving about a bit, but with a driver and a backup team armed to the teeth. I mean, he is first on Loco's program.
Number 4, actually.
Yeah,
Anyway, he stopped for fags about 3 hours ago. Went straight through the shop and gave his team the slip. I mean, maybe he's going through some sort of breakdown. You know he's been drinking Pernod.
I rather suspect he's gone after Loco.
How would he find him?
Dunno. Always thought there was a touch of the John Wayne in that crab-faced Scotch kid.
High noon, you mean?
That was Gary Cooper. Anyway, high noon, low noon. That's what Jack has done.
Well, what about his wife? Won't that put her in more danger?
Mrs. Lambie's all right.
What?
You what, Gov?
She phoned me. Lydia's just given me the message.
But Lydia should have told me. Jesus! George, I've got half the police forces of England and
Lydia
Wales!
Wouldn't have known it was Mrs. Lambie, Dave. Let's just say that the Mrs. Lambie business is no longer a police matter. All right?
You're the boss.
And Loco?
Well, let's take another look at those files on that flying squad ambush 6 years ago. Maps, street plans, the lot.
Bloody high noon.
Oh, we should stop saying that.
You remembered?
Where's my wife?
Your wife? I guess you're all tooled up, right?
Oh, yes.
Well, we'll do a deal, Chief Superintendent. I'll tell you about your woman when you drop the armament.
Is she alive?
Just drop it. Now, easy. Okay, kick it away. So now you know how it feels.
Where is she?
I left her loosely tied to a kitchen chair on your landing. She was real scared, but unhurt. Well, you know me. That wouldn't be my style.
You're gonna pull that trigger, right?
It's all I've thought about for 6 years.
You haven't got the bottle, have you?
You what?
You haven't got the bottle to admit. If you hadn't taken your young brother on that blagging, he'd be alive today. Do you know why your mother never wrote to you?
I suppose you do.
Because at the funeral, when she saw you handcuffed between two warders, she says, I buried 2 boys today, for your folk were good folk till you turned up.
What did the old car say?
Large black guy with gun, small middle-aged man, drops pistol to floor, both now fighting following shots being fired.
There! Christ. You all right, Jack?
Feel as if I've been hit by a train.
Well, you have, Gov. Loco.
How did you put him out of the game?
Well, actually, I didn't. She did. Hit him with a family-sized can of cooking oil.
Sick transit, Gloria Swanson.
Claire.
Jack. Well, Claire's moved into a little boarding house. It's quite comfortable.
Boarding house?
She wants time to think.
You've lost me.
Well, it's nothing to do with me, Jack, but... Well, I think it's to do with the job and what happened today. It gave her a shake-up.
Oh, George. Some days you need a sense of humour, pal.